Hello YouTube, this is Reese. Today I'm demonstrating the Area 51M with the 2060 RTX, the i7-9700. I've had a lot of requests for benchmarking videos. I posted a video demonstrating the fact that the side vents do work on this 2060 laptop, but as I pointed out in that video, you do need to get the i7-9700 or up. If you get the lowest end version, which is the i7-8700, it does not come with the upgraded thermals, and I'm here to tell you that you want to get those. As you can see, my temperatures are ridiculously low. My CPU has been pretty steady working. It's not really taxed by this game, but it's not just doing nothing either. I mean, it's hovering between 70 and 80%, which is good. The GPU is, working hard in this game. It's ultra settings. Everything's turned on. I don't have DLSS or ray tracing enabled, but even with that, you can see these temperatures are really good, and that's because of the upgraded cooling. I think the cooling is designed for 2070s and 2080s, so that when you want to upgrade later on down the line, that the heat pipes and everything are already there. Now that's probably not the case if you get the i7-8700 with this version of the laptop with the 2060. So again, spend the extra $100. That's all it costs, is $100 extra to get the i7-9700. Not only do you get the upgraded CPU, but you also get upgraded thermals, and it's worth the extra money. If you're looking at getting the 2060 version like I did, then you're probably doing that because you don't have $4,000 or $5,000 to drop on a gaming laptop, but you do want an Alienware and you want a 2060 or at least a 2060. So I'm here to tell you that you cannot go wrong with this laptop. I mean, look at these frame rates. These are pretty good frame rates, and the thermals are incredible. I get frame rates like this on my desktop for this game. Maybe a little bit higher, and I have a 1080 in it. I chose to showcase this level because I like the lighting and the shadows. I think they do a good job of showing off the engine. Oh, I almost get blowed up here. And it's just a beautiful level. I think they did a good job making this level. But back to the Alienware Area 51M. The first laptop I got, I did order it. Worked for about 3 days, and then the keyboard just died on me. I don't know what happened or why, but the keyboard just quit working. Called tech support. They took me through all the troubleshooting steps that I had already taken myself, and a few others that I didn't think of doing. And as I suspected, it was just dead. So I had they sent me an RMA box. It came the next day. It was free of charge. I sent it back. Pretty soon got a notice from them that it was going to be a week or two because they didn't have the parts. So a week or two later, they sent it back, and I've been using it ever since. And it's pretty good. I mean, that was, I guess, is to be expected. You're going to have manufacturing flaws on new products like this. This is brand new. But ever since then, I have not had any issues. It's been as good as new, and it's just a beautiful laptop. I'm very, very pleased with it. I think it's it may be a little more expensive than other 2060 laptops, but I think it's worth it. I really do. I also have a Asus Republic of Gamers Strix Scar 2. My son plays on that one, and it has a 2070 in it, but the cooling in that laptop is so bad that the thermal throttling prevents it from really taking advantage of that 2070, and his frame rates are not nearly as good as mine, and that's what you get when you have good thermals, especially in these gaming laptops. Now, the Scar 2 is quite a bit lighter and thinner than this Alienware. It's pretty big laptop. It's 8.5 pounds. It has a fairly large footprint as far as thickness goes, but the bezel-less display actually makes it smaller than you would think a 17-inch laptop would be. I can fit it into a backpack really easily. It and the 2 power bricks. So it's not that heavy. I've seen some of the professional reviewers kind of making a big deal out of how big the laptop is, but I think they're spoiled by their little small and light, their light and thin laptops.
Ist das eine Leiche? Ja, ich gebe dir von hier aus Deckung. Nicht! Lass die Fleisch fressen!
Just know that if you want to game on it, you're gonna need to bring the power supplies with you. But I think that's any kind of high-end gaming laptop. You have to have the power supplies. Speaking of the power supply, that's the only thing that really gets hot on this thing. And it's only one of them. It comes with 2 power supplies. One of them gets really hot. One of them stays pretty cool. I don't know why that is, but it's the way it is. Walking through the fire like an idiot. You can see the lighting here is really good. Frame rates are, well over 100 there in that room, but then again, there's not a whole lot of shows. Because I think a lot of reviews have already been done for the Alienware Area 51M, and my review wouldn't be adding a whole lot, but it does specifically talk about the 2060 version, because nobody else is doing that. I guess nobody, I've rated places that people think that because this is an enthusiast laptop, that enthusiasts are going to pay to get the 2070, 2080, but, I don't consider myself an enthusiast, but I do have a budget, and it's not $4,000 or $5,000. So that's what's great about this laptop. I actually spec'd it out, and it's for $2,500. I do recommend getting the high-end monitor, because that's the one thing you can upgrade in this is the monitor. So go ahead, get that before you even get the 2070. Get the 144 hertz monitor at least. The 2070 is not going to give you a giant leap from the 2060. So, you might from the benchmarks I've seen, you get maybe a 15% increase. So just get the 2060. Save a couple $100 that way. Yeah, we still haven't climbed over 65 degrees Celsius on the temps on this. GPU's maxed out, but the temp still hasn't climbed over 55. I mean, those are really insane temps, and the frame rate's fantastic. So if you're thinking of this laptop, I don't think you can go wrong. You won't regret it. I mean, it's really, really good. The only thing I would say is that it is a bigger laptop. Probably a lot of people consider it a desktop replacement. So if you're looking for something light and portable, you probably don't want to look. You probably want to look elsewhere. This is not for you. Other than that, it's an amazing laptop.
Himmel sei Dank,